This is why you buy this board. This right here, that is reason enough. Look at that. Take a little closer look. Yeah, I'm learning today that the capybara is a lot of people's favorite animal, so I've been told. I mean, it's such a cute case too, by the way. I mean, Bull's sales already happened, just so we can kind of start this stream a little bit. This is the Capy60 round 2. Bull's sale already happened on his own website. Click Clacks will be on February 21st. Delta Keyco will be end of February, and Swag Keys will be soon. It doesn't have a day. Keebs and Cable will also be pre-order open now. So Keebs and Cable. Before we open it though, the colors are kind of nice. We have tangerine, silver, Prussian blue, brown, linen, blizzard, and red. I did look at it already. I'm not gonna lie, I did look at it. I kind of spoiled the surprise. I just wanted to make sure it was all in here. It's a nice color though. Look at it. Nice tangerine. God, this, okay, first of all, I just want to point this out. This is why you buy this board. I don't care about anything else on this board at this point here. This right here, that is reason enough. Look at that. Take a little closer look. And then the, okay, he pull up. That is reason enough, dude. We're going to take a look at this today. We're going to be building it with Milky Yellows. This is a sponsored stream. It's never going to stop me from being honest. Bull has no say in what I do here. If I don't like something, we're going to be honest about it. I didn't take a look at the original Cappy, but I would assume most of if there's any issues at all, have been completely worked out. It's also a very simplistic keyboard, so I'm assuming there's not going to be too much crazy with this. What do you guys think of the side profile of this as well? Very simple. Little bit of detailing here on the side, just with that small curve. But I'd say rather simple, very classy looking side profile here. Nice seam. Anybody who enjoys a good seam on the side of the keyboard will probably enjoy this. Got some visible screws on the bottom. I love visible hardware. I think it looks good. We have some basic bump on feet. Again, looks good. I will say this. I love the tangerine. I actually prefer, there are other colors with different things. Like this has the brushed stainless steel. I personally really like the coated copper, and I would have loved the coated copper with the orange. Although maybe it's a bit more of like too much of an orange, or, you know, that kind of color, you know, overload. Okay, more than anything, again, personal preference and bias here. I don't really like brushed. Brushed is not my favorite thing in the world. I don't like brushed, the look of it. As an accent to certain other things, sure. But yeah, brush is not my faves. But I mean, that's a personal preference on the way something looks. There's no bearing to this. I would have loved to see this a little bit more customizable, but I think the goal is this is to be more in stock and ready to go. So I understand the sentiment there. It's $320 for solder, $325 for hot swap, in stock as well. Gasket thingies over here. Bull sent me a list privately of what each one of these are. Wait, these bags are kind of sick. They just tear off like that? That is actually pretty nice. Listen, this is such a stupid thing to talk about. As you guys know, there are bags that are very difficult to open. Like, I like that this is perforated on one side. And also, if you want to have it the resealable side, you have a resealable. That's nice too. But some bags are extremely difficult to open, and they're like really, you know, packaged very tightly against, you know, more delicate parts. So I appreciate that. That's kind of nice. Like even here, I probably will just take it out from the perforated side because I'm not planning on reusing this bag. So let's just take it out from this side. It's not stupid. Sometimes it's the little details that make all the difference. You know what? I always say that when I notice a small little detail that makes me happy, and you're right, it does make all the difference. And this is the solderable PCB. There's a hot swap option as well. Hot swap has split back and split right and in step caps lock. It's just they won't have ISO. Solder also has a fixed bottom, which is because they're going to be doing a win keyless version, which makes sense. I would have liked to see maybe just them including both options for people who don't buy a win keyless version. I think there's a non-win keyless, right? Or is it? Yeah, there's a non-win keyless. I would have liked to see both options just in case. It's a constant criticism I'll always bring up when it comes to at least solderable PCBs. So that would have been nice to see, but I understand just for simplicity's sake, probably just including it like this. I know most of us here don't use 6.25U, but some people do. But yeah, other than that, pretty well diverse. Bull, is there going to be a separate ISO support plate that I'm maybe not seeing? Just to confirm for people, plate files are up? Okay. Oh, so they're not going to be pre-made. That's fine. That's fair as long as it's there. Bull confirmed hates the EU. Damn. Cool. That's very nice. And we can see the mounting style on this too. Pretty nice little mounting style. Cuts around the space bar here. Very simple though. And then we have the okay he pull up. Just another little thing too. I really like simple 60s like this. I think visually for me, if the side bezels were just a scooch in a little bit, this would have been a beautiful, like perfect top proportion for me. But I really like the through weights like this. I find if you're not going to do the stepped internals, like what's been really popular recently, I find going with just a through weight like this, I like the sound profile that comes out of these type of keyboards. I also want to note that I really like these types of mounting styles because I feel like they kind of help not put so much feedback into the plate. We'll see if that works in practice. Let's open this beautiful, beautiful keyboard up. Look at this capybara. Let's take a look at the internals. We have some alignment areas here, which I really appreciate. I like this too. The daughter board's going underneath and kind of goes through its own channel. This might be a little tricky. Bull mentioned that ahead of time, but I do like that it's kind of covered there, so there's no room for it to kind of rest on the cable, which is nice. So Bull said the white ones are 30, which I don't think I'm going to use. I actually don't really like super soft gaskets. I might use the gray or the dark gray. Oh, this is this. So 60 and 90. So that's going to be our things there. I think I'm going to start right in the middle and see where I want to move in this case. Bull, the smaller side goes upwards, right? I do love the way these kind of just slot on too. Yeah, 90 does sound like it'd be really nice for this, but I'll start at 60 just to see if I like 60. Nice thing about this is because they're not adhesive, they're easy to kind of fiddle with and play with. And the board is pretty straightforward, like it's no frills to kind of open this. It's just some screws. Basically installing it like this. Pretty straightforward, I don't know. I feel like this is actually not too bad to install. Pretty easy, I'd say. It just sits down. That's tight, but at least you don't have to worry about the cable now. Yeah, honestly, this doesn't even feel tight. What do we think of Striker so far? It doesn't actually look that bad on the board, dude. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, okay. I'm into this. Here's the side profile with the keycaps. Again, very nice side profile. It's classic looking. You do have a little bit of a flair here, being this little scoop over here, if you want to call it that. So it does have some character. It's not completely boring, but it's nice. It's a nice looking board. I like it a lot. It's genuinely a nice board. I think my only thing for this would have been I would have liked maybe some more choices to pair different style weights with the board. But I think that's always going to be something that I hope. For lots of reasons, sometimes that doesn't happen. And I'm not going to hold that against the board at all. Other than that, pretty simple build. Good looking board. Recessed USB-C cable too. Like, there's really not a whole lot of things you can really say about this without getting really nitpicky. Maybe the 6.25U spacebar might have been the only thing that I can really say, yeah, I wish they had added that to the solder PCB. We're using Milky Yellow's aluminum plate, 60A not tadpoles, 60A gaskets. No foams, no nothing like that. So let's see what this sounds like. And this is, again, the stainless steel weight. Dude, sounds nice. The alphas are really pretty on this. I really like the alphas. Spacebar sings above the alphas. Slappy spacebar. Very slappy spacebar. Slappy bara. Very, very forward spacebar. Alphas, again, very nice. Okay, Enter has a bit of a metallic-y noise to it, but I'm like not upset at that at all. Shift is good too. I really like the backspace. I do want to try the 90s, so we're going to open this up again. I really like the 60s. Good feeling here. I'd say very balanced, very like in the middle. I am curious though. Let me see something. I like the feeling of the 90 better right away. I do like the 90 feeling. I don't know if there's a difference. I'd have to go back. I do feel like there is one. Maybe I'm forcing myself to hear that though. No, it feels better though. I love the feeling with the 90s. I do feel like there is a smidge of metalliciness that's coming through. And I want to see if I just put a force brake pad on the bottom area especially, if that'll make some of that go away. But here's the thing, the board sounded great even without doing this, and I feel like this is going to be more of a preference thing, because some people dislike little metallic noises, some people love those things, so that is going to be up to the end user. Very good board. Fair price for what you're getting here too. Very, very solid 60% keyboard. Really nice typing feel as well. I think that's something that you're going to get out of this with the way this is mounted. Extremely nice. Okay, I would say this is barely any different. Maybe a little bit. Still has the exact same sound signature overall though. It's different? You think so? I mean, this sounds really good. It sounds full. It has just enough of that metallic-y sound to it where it doesn't sound boring and flat. It feels really good. I mean, you can even see from the side view here, even with the 90A, we still have a bit of movement. So it's not crazy stiff at all. But I would say, again, even with the 90A, this is kind of in the middle. No feedback or anything like that either from the typing experience here. About 18.8. Is that about right, Bull? Did I guess right there? So very, very comfy. Bull, I hope the stream, the board sounded good, and I hope you enjoyed the time here as well. You have another banger for sure. Very pretty looking keyboard. Bye everybody, see ya, love you guys, and have a good one. Bye-bye.